Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Farthest Frontier here on the Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. So, I have to be honest, I have been kind of contemplating and considering the option of just starting all over again because I have been looking up certain things on the internet when it comes to like tips, advice, tricks, so on and such. And apparently I have been doing certain stuff maybe incorrectly, maybe certain stuff I was doing correctly, but obviously not understanding portions of the UI and how certain in-game mechanics work. It kind of did affect the village in a negative way. So I'll try to continue the settlement, see how it goes, if I'll be able to fix it, or I will just start all over again and try to correct the mistakes which I made in order to establish a more self-sufficient, self-reliant, and actually settlement with the possibility of surviving and thriving. Because yeah, like right now we have the issue with the food reserves, and the only way I can see potentially make the food last longer is by making another not fishing shack but another smokehouse. Unfortunately, this thing has negative effect on the desirability, but still I might be forced to keep working on some of this stuff. Now, when it comes to the potential of farming and how to increase the fertility, apparently I've done something right, but there are systems put in place where you are actually able to establish that after a bunch of years, the fertility will reach like 90-something%. And it follows a simple process where all you have to do is basically just set up a system for the farms to follow one simple premise for the first few years. And once that is done, you will have high fertility and you will be able to utilize the farms amazingly well. So all you need to do is put in peas, then you put in the clover, and afterwards you put in the workers. So what this does is that it increases the fertility and it removes the weeds and the rockiness of the soil. And because you are only growing crops once per year, it will not have negative effect. And what you basically do is that you set up this for every single year, and you do this 3 years in a row, or you just basically follow these years in these crop rotations, and that's it. After you keep doing this, you will have high fertility in your fields. So this seems pretty damn simple enough. I cannot believe I did not think about it, but obviously the game has a lot of features, a lot of hidden metrics, and because it's still in early access, it's bound to change. And the beauty of the system, so that, for example, your farmers are not just harvesting at the start of the year, you can actually move the peas to the back. What you can do then is put the clover, put the workers, and then put the peas at the end. So right before winter, you will have another harvest. So you are going to start the year with the harvest and then end the year. And before the winter rolls in and you have those root cellars where the decay is slowed down until you are able to pickle your veggies, you are following the same process. You are increasing the fertility, you're reducing the weeds, you're reducing the rockiness, and you actually do provide the necessary provisions and food for your population. So this is actually really hilariously efficient, and I'm like dumbfounded that I did not even consider that something like this can be potentially a mechanic. And the beautiful thing is that, of course, now the issue will be I will have 2 fields. Each of those is actually responsible for producing something amazing. And I am able to, for example, look at the desirability, at the water levels, and at the fertility, right? And I have still this slot over here where I can build another field. And the beauty is that a similar system can be actually utilized for the flax production. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the flax actually does require a longer period of time to grow, so you are incapable of cramming in 3 things in 1 year. But what you can actually do is have one field specifically dedicated to flax production. And all you do is put in the clover production, then you put in the flax production, and like a 3rd year, you put in a pea production like this in order to increase the fertility again. So for 2 years in a row, you will have a field full of flax, and then on top of it, you will get food. So this is actually pretty damn amazing. And I am super annoyed that the game does not already come and potentially suggest some ways that you might be willing to work with this. My actual assumption was that I should be cramming in only maximum 2 things per year in order to maximize the field. But just this alone is absolutely amazing to me. I know I make it sound like some quantum mechanics, but this can be a total game changer. And consider the fact that we are in what? Year? Which one? I don't even know which year I am in. Imagine we would start this from like 2nd year and work our way towards year 14, 15, or whatever, and we would be using this same system. That would actually mean quite a lot of changes for me. So what I'll do is put in a field number 3, and it's 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And this can be the field which will be dedicated to the flax. So year number 12. And now we have these 2 rotations put in place. This is the year which we are using now. So theoretically next year we can swap things out. So right now it seems like here we're going to have the peas at the start. Here we're going to have the peas at the end. Totally fine. These 2 fields are going to be able to then be switched into, let's say, wheat production or some production of another crop, which requires more. And of course, because it takes such a long time for the compost pile to be actually finalized, the natural process of you utilizing the biodiversity of the clover that gets like shoved into the ground after it's done growing, I actually saw that the clover can have additional feature where it would be used as a feed for animals, because in Europe at least this is actually a thing. There are specific fields where only clovers are grown, and these are then harvested and used as feed for your animals. That's all that those fields are dedicated for. But okay, what is the next thing that we can theoretically try to do? The next thing which we can theoretically try to do is that some of these bushes with food might actually do possess the capability to be moved around. So I'm not really sure if it's the greens or if it's the hawthorns or if it's the berry bushes. There should be a capability for you to move these things around. And if you are able to move, let's say, the blueberry bush, and you move it much closer to just your foragers' huts, then you don't have to have the foragers travel God knows where into the land of Narnia for them to actually provide you with the food. So if you find at the start some decent location with lots of berries for you to forage, and you are able to move these bushes around, it will actually be absolutely amazing. So that way you are reducing the amount of time that is necessary for your foragers to move. So right now I am moving 3 bushes. We can go with the fertility. Theoretically, we can move those bushes over here. so that they are still in the highly fertile soil and your foragers don't have such a long ass distance to travel to. So these are like pretty damn interesting things, and it's actually quite interesting that the tutorials which you go through do not tell you that, hey numbnuts, you can actually move the blueberry bushes in order to set up some sort of initial foraging area which is much closer to you, and you will be able to benefit from it greatly. So do that instead of traveling all the way to, I don't know, somewhere in order to get what you need to get. So I will be moving all these blueberry bushes now, and if I'll move them over here and I'll have like this dedicated blueberry field, and maybe even the nut seeds or something can be later on moved around. I'm not really sure, but it's really amazing that you have this capability, and it's really pissing me off that I did not know about it. So if I'll be able to move these bushes over here, create some sort of blueberry orchard in a pretty damn like fertile location, that will actually be super helpful. Issue is right now I see more of the hawthorns and less of the blueberries, and it seems like the greens cannot be unfortunately moved, so I'll still have to travel for those. The herbs, the roots, the other things are still affected the same way, but a deer has been sighted over here. So worst case scenario, I'll just go for another set of hunting lodges, and they will be able to keep providing me with some additional food. So for example, I can move the area of effect. We did have some sort of glitchy behavior there, so it kind of screwed a little bit with the game. Here we have 10 deer, and this is another thing which is apparently really important. The F4 key actually shows you how much of what resource is worth specifically, and this is absolutely brutal to me, because now I, for example, see that here I have, let's say, 1,800 clay, but here I have 3,090 clay. So it's like with that sand pit, which was literally next over here, and I had to click on it specifically in order to figure out, hey, there's this much of that resource. So it kind of took me forever to actually pick up all these things, and I hate the fact that once again I had to go onto the internet in order to find out some of this stuff, because I believe it would have actually some really groundbreaking changes to the overall progress of what I would be able to do, and how much food would I be able to provide, and all these things. So yeah, I right now I'm screwed, because I have a minuscule amount of smoked fish and minuscule amount of smoked meat. I don't have any bread. I do have root vegetables, which I probably have in the root cellar somewhere, but the chances are that these root vegetables are gonna decay, and when they decay in large quantities. So that really does suck. The next thing, which was a big problem for me, was understanding the trade mechanics. So we now know that I need to have the inventory inside of the trade center in order for me to be able to start selling things, not buying things. So if I would, for example, want to sell wood to this merchant, I would make a decent chunk of change, and I actually need to do it because unfortunately I keep losing money, because I have the rat catcher, I have the healer's home, I have the school, the salary needs to be paid for the teachers and everyone, and I am not making enough taxes from the houses that I currently do have. When we go into some of these buildings, there is the monthly cost, so these things do add up. And if we have a bunch of buildings which will require monthly payments, like for example the compost yard, which costs 4, then we have the rat catcher, which costs 10, then we can have additional rat catcher, because if you have too much poop apparently inside of these homes, this invites the infestation of rats, And that creates the cholera outbreaks and all these diseases which I was running into. So all these things are kind of intertwined, and I would be absolutely honestly really happy if I would have known about it earlier. So yeah, it's kind of weird because I don't know if I seen this year a really solid in-game tutorial that would go over things that would really help you out and set up the players for at least understanding few tips and tricks at the start, which would have then the capability to give the player some sort of a safety net. For example, here I see a freaking bear attacking the goddamn cart. I don't know, can he destroy the goddamn cart? Can I grab a bunch of these people and go and attack the damn bear? So I grabbed I don't know how many people. They're all going here. I don't know if the cart can be actually destroyed, but the bear is literally over there. The guy is coming in. He's gonna get absolutely killed. The strange thing is, though, that I wasn't able to pull the person away from the bear. I was only able to give them the order to attack the bear. Blueberries. More. Yes. Move them over there. All of them. I'm gonna have this location, and because I have it over here, now my foragers have literally the closest walking distance ever to make in order to reach 20. Okay, that's 60, that's 120, that's 180 food. Like that, we have 180 berries accessible to us. The rest of these locations can go for the greens, they can go for the willow bushes, they can go for the hawthorns. But if I'll be able to then start moving around, even for example, the fruit trees and such, that's going to be absolutely brilliant for me. Now, I'm going to have to set up some exploration points in order to know what is in the surrounding area. I still have problem understanding the fact that processing resources and gaining access to, for example, a blacksmith, which is capable, or a forge. Where is it? Foundry. Foundry requires iron, coal, and gold in order to produce iron ingots and gold ingots. You require tier 3. But in order for you to have already armory, which requires hide, iron ingots, and coal in order to make armor and hand shields, that's tier 2. Why? That's idiotic. That definitely should be changed. There is nothing I will be able to do right now to change it, of course, and my channel does not have the size to actually reach out to the developers and be like, you know, guys, I get what you're trying to do, but holy crap, this makes absolutely zero freaking sense. Why in the world would you actually implement something like that? So water. It would be great if we would have, let's say, a bunch of trees growing somewhere, because that should positively also affect the well. So I'm not sure if chopping down all these bastards is the best idea, but look at it. I have placed all these blueberry bushes here, and that is great help. Is there something literally attacking this, or is it just natural decay after the years? Unfortunately, cannot move the hazelnuts, which absolutely sucks. Mushroom clusters, 24. There's hawthorns, hazelnuts, hawthorns. I would really love it if I can move even some of these other things. So the exploration is done, being conducted, and potentially I can discover even like a gold deposit or something like that in these locations, and that can have absolutely game-changing possibility for me, because what that will do is actually give me access to the raw gold, and I will be then able to eventually turn it into the ingots. That is if I'll live long enough. Because right now, I don't think we have that much of a problem with food situation. We're literally looking at 155 berries. We have 190 actual peas in the storage. We have greens. We have smoked fish, smoked meat. So the smoking process is therefore running. I don't still know the production ratio or what is good or what is... It's still showing me 69. So I don't know why is it at 69%. Mark building for immediate repairs. Structural integrity. This one is at 75. Really need to fix these houses. So if I would have the tools and stuff, it would be helpful. But if I'll have that stuff, that's highly questionable. Because I don't have tools. And because I don't have tools, I'm not sure how efficient we are at producing just about anything. So, yeah. It sucks. There is a lot for me to learn, a lot for me to discover, and a lot of the things to change in the way I approach things. We can house 8 people, so that should fill in our population cap currently. How is the desirability showcased? The UI kind of disappeared, and I would love to... I would probably not allow automatic upgrades, but 8 villagers have migrated in. Where do I see the desirability? Flatten terrain, clear, harvest, building menu, resource storage. So we have lots of willow, we have honey, we do have greens, beans, nuts, smoked meat, smoked fish. We have lots of venison to be actually then turned into the smoked meat so that it lasts us longer. We have plenty of arrows. We have still one heavy tool which we purchased. We keep getting every now and then some soap and candles, and the marketplace should be the location where it's actually benefiting from having access to these commodities, because they are then sold to the houses, and then those houses are able to pay for the resources. Some of these buildings have absolutely horrible integrity, so fixing this would absolutely help me out. I'm not sure if it's the bad weather conditions or what the hell does affect the structure of these buildings so heavily, but it's definitely something that I'll need to keep an eye out. Housing. I'll need to build another set of houses. The desirability, as we can see, clearly is being affected, especially by this industrial location where we have the smoke houses, charcoal kiln, windmill, and all sorts of other cool things which we kind of require. And the next thing which I learned is that when building the road, and if I hold shift, it will actually allow me to build it in the right angle. So we can have either like diagonal roads, or we can have like a road that goes in the right angle. So none of those weird winky wonky roads which I struggled with at the start. We can now use the compost and okay, so the flax, right? So we are gonna go with this, then flax, then we're gonna go with this, then flax, then we're gonna go with the worker, the this, and then the peas. And that's the rotation we're gonna set up for this field. Here we can go with the fertility. Here we have 61, here we have 63. So literally I can cram it in here. Use the compost. Or I could have crammed it over here, but here it's still 65. But the weed levels are absolutely brutal, so it will definitely require some revamp. So I can go with this, 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 and then we can go with this, and then this. In order to switch things up, increase the fertility, reduce the weeds, because those things all have effect on everything. So, beans, fruits, lots and lots of the actual stuff that we do require. Once these houses have been constructed, we will be able to house even more population and try to struggle to fulfill even more needs. Because, of course, in order for us to reach that third tier, I need 25 homes, population of 150. I need 150 planks. I need 150 clay. I need 2,000 gold to be in my actual bank here. I will need to transfer the money from the trading post to the town storage. So let's make it 200. So that we can keep paying the taxes or the upkeep. And I'm gonna really struggle here with the... What did I just... What did I remove the flag? I don't need to discover this location. We can go and explore this, because before I was using the damn cart, or which we have initially for supplies, and apparently you will have every playthrough one, and I don't think I'll be able to get rid of it. So it should be actually useful building, because it should allow you to have buildings or materials stored inside of it and be able to then transfer it to some location where you are constructing things, so your workers don't have to travel across the entire Middle Earth to get the stone or the wood that they need for some construction plan. So yeah, we have a lot of laborers. Food is looking good. It doesn't look like anything will go to waste, probably due to... Okay, 125 beans, that sucks. That's really bad. That is really bad. So 1 year's rotation, this year's rotation, then we're gonna go with this rotation, and then we're gonna go with this rotation. So we have the flags for the linen clothes, because right now the building is probably not producing anything for us. Worker camp, we can put in 2 more guys. This will therefore mean that this location, which is specifically dedicated to chopping down trees and obtaining us stone, is going to be able to function a little better. Since I have so many goddamn laborers, it's definitely going to be beneficial. We can theoretically even play around with how many people we want to have on the farms. I will be probably able to put in like another person over here for the clay pit. We will be able to potentially put down another person for the sand pit. Those berries are spoiling, so that sucks, but that bean which we lost in such a high quantity, that was the biggest problem for me. Okay, let's see. Basket shop, Fletcher shop. This tells me that because these buildings do not have any maintenance and they do produce things from the stuff that we keep stored around, like for example all this willow, that tells me that I have the possibility to go ahead and produce another basket building. So I can potentially even go with like 2 of them, just because we have so many of those resources in storage. And we will be able to employ 4 people, and we will be able to keep selling the baskets. We have 12 laborers, so we will still be left with 8 of them. This building has no food. Well, then go fetch some, goddammit. There's still this iron ore, and that's being mined out by these fellas. There's no merchant, but apparently merchant comes in every year. So every year you should have access to a merchant. You don't have access to any boar? Wait, Forger Shack. You're gonna have access to these berries, so shut up. Okay, so what do we have? What can I potentially sell you? Iron would not be worth it. Baskets. Let's have 16 here. And right now I have 30, so I'll sell all of them in order to make 510. Candles I do not have here, but if I have coal in here, I can sell the coal for 300. Smoked fish. Don't have it here. Tools, I can theoretically purchase tools so that I will have access to them. I have 1,125. So let's get 570. Okay. But then I'll transfer the tools into the town storage. Stone is not worth it. I will not sell you the heavy tools. I theoretically would want to buy one just so that I have it, because it takes forever to gain access to this stuff. Buy a stock of 1. And the iron ore, I would be losing cash. So I don't want to do that. If I can sell more of these baskets, and this is why I want to have more of the basket weavers, so that we can actually turn all this willow into the damn baskets, and therefore we will have a higher quantity to ship into the merchant store. That will be absolutely amazing. Transfer items from the trading post to the town. So this will give us 25 tools to work with. Villager is sick. Food stocks are low. Farhest has been stricken with worms, and infection with parasitic worms can lead to various symptoms, including stomach pain, vomiting, fever, rash. Worms are spread by close contact or through bare feet. Ensure villagers have shoes. Awesome. So we do not have the... We do have the cobbler. Soap shop. Candle shop. Pottery. Tannery. Tannery is here. Seriously, I don't have the shop for the shoes? How's that even possible? Resources, basket shop, work camp, sand pit, soap shop, charcoal, armory, pottery, weaver, candle, cobbler. I don't have a cobbler? That is so weird. So let's connect it like so. I didn't know if the cobbler has negative effect. No, it does not. Seriously, don't have one constructed? That's the weirdest thing ever. Could have sworn I had one. I feel like another one of these would be also beneficial. Okay, we are under attack. So let's try to al-ataque. If if we have the possibility to fight them off, or if it's gonna lead to death and destruction. Are you able to... Come on, kill that bastard. He is carrying some sort of loot. Attack that guy. 87 out of 104, and now everyone is telling me they are out of food. I seriously not have any food. I have beans. I have honey. Does it need to be inside of the market for them to have access to it? That's BS. They were able to fetch it before, right? Question is, how's our basket production going now? I don't think I see that much of an improvement. And food situation, we do have beans, 173 of them. So once this is done, they're going to be producing the peas, because here we have already received the peas. And depending on how many workers you have on each farm, it can also affect how many crops you can get out of the farms. Okay, I quite am sure I did not transfer anything over here when it comes to the baskets. Tallow, meat, clay, hide coats, belts, honey would be lost, iron, no, linen clothes, no. I would be able to sell you the herbs, but I would be losing cash here, but that's, I don't care at this point. Don't have that many interesting things. So let's take a look at baskets, right? Let's transfer all the baskets we can to the merchants. And as I was saying, I would love to have another one of these guys, in order for me to be able to utilize more of those shipping carts to move around larger quantity of resources. We're still losing money due to service cost. We will be able to get even more people, but with that comes even more demand for food. I don't know if building a farm over here would help me out. Maybe over here. Do you have some high fertility in this region? There's clay deposit, hawthorn, blueberry bushes. So let's move those over there. Unfortunately, we'll have to do this like one by one, huh? Hawthorn, blueberries. If I'll be able to move a large portion of the bushes, that will definitely have a positive effect on our food production. I just hate that I have to do it individually like this. Hawthorns, There's a lot of them. I see more blueberries around the water. And so I'll move those around. Is it the G? The G is the desirability. I don't know how to increase the desirability in this location. We're already starting to see some sort of battle here. How some of these things are affecting one another. But maybe building another marketplace down here would make the potential for expansion. As these buildings are no longer under the effect of the structure. Let's put in 2 of them. How's our rate of work? 120%. 120%. Willow. Okay. I have 2 baskets somehow. I'm confused. Why is the number so damn low? And how far would I have to make my people travel? You know what? I really am considering these nuts. Mushrooms cannot be marked, and these nuts no longer can be marked for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're too far. Iron ore, 2,200. There's 8,141 coal alone in that location. That's ridiculous. So let's try to discover what's beyond that hill. How's our food? We have berries, we have smoked meat. I don't see any smoked fish, so fishing cannot be upgraded. I have only the capability to have 1 fisherman per 1 building, which is not the most efficient process. So theoretically what we can do is build more foragers to go over here and also make a fishery. So food, forager shacks, and the fisherman. And so he's gonna be catching fish in here, and these 2 are gonna be gathering resources from this location over here. Come on, play nice. Harvest all of these deposits. You, my dear friends, are gonna be going over here. You are gonna be going over here. Population, we have 4 laborers, so we're reaching that really bad point. So I can theoretically disable these 2 positions in order to increase the number of laborers up to 6, 7. Just still kind of low. I'll need to construct another thatchery in order to produce even more of the amazing bows and arrows and whatnot. So this fishing spot is now going to be able to produce. And because fishery or fishing and hunting for animals is a full year process compared to foraging, which might be only throughout a portion of the season, and the same goes for agriculture, it will be interesting. Also, I do wonder, for the preservation purposes, in order for us to make pickled veggies and the jam out of the fruits and everything, if I will require to turn the actual sand into glass, so that we have these sorts of things. I can't directly spend money on flagpole. The question is, where in the hell would I place the damn thing? It has some effects, which I would appreciate, but the area of effect is not big enough. Whoa. So if I would build like a large park somewhere where there's a bunch of houses, that can have a tremendous benefit. Garden trail, build it by our school. Small plaza. Some of these things have absolutely zero benefit, or at least I don't see it. Small corner. Don't want to build that stuff on the roads. These shelters should be connected to the road. I don't know why they are constructed the way they are. And apparently it's easier for you to actually delete building and have it built all over again rather than the process which I'm doing over here. Are you milling flour? That's my question. You seem to have some grain. I think. I'm not sure. We have willow, but that's about it. Food stocks are low. Year number 14. New villagers are born. Predator is attacking. There's nobody attacking this fucking bear. Or boar, or what the hell is this? These two, can they be saved? So another season, another year of challenges. 44 herbs have been spoiled. Yearly taxes have been collected. I don't see that much of a boost in our economy. I still need to fix things in order to boost our income in order to actually make that profit margin bump up. Okay, so let's see if I'll be able to sell stuff to you. Transfer items, town storage. Be able to put in at least 50 of the smoked meat. I'll be able to transfer the baskets over here, and if I'll be able to sell you the baskets that I have, I'll make 1 grand just off that process alone. If I'll be able to sell you the stone, I'll be able to make 320. If I'll be able to sell you the sand, won't have any money left. Which means, damn it, you don't have shoes. Disappointed. So I can directly buy flour in order to give him some of that cash back. I don't want the other stuff. Pottery does not have any of this. Trying to think. I don't need beans. I don't need this. bricks. Can buy some bricks. Transfer to this town storage in order for the bakery to work. Even though we don't have grain right now because none of our fields are set up to produce barley. But the thing is, look at it. It has jumped to 78. This is going up. The weed levels are going down. Rockiness is not changing. And here we will see that the fertility is also struggling a little bit. But for example, I can switch next year to go to flax and here to go for peas in order to make the fertility go up. And thirdly, all I need to do is just dump the fertilizer into, let's say, the middle field location, and that should do the trick for itself. Cannot put in more people onto the farms right now. We would need to make them bigger, apparently. Smokers keep smoking. We do have... We will need another freaking work camp. The guys which I do have are unable to keep up with the demand, so it seems. Question is if we have laborers. We don't have laborers. Pottery building. So where are they? That's my question. What is that building? What is that goddamn building? Will I be able to cram in something over here when it comes to the decorations? Medium garden. No. Small garden. Okay, that's gonna help us out a little bit. Now, let's take a look. If we... So water... That's the desirability. So we have slightly boosted it, but it still requires a whole lot more work. Theoretically speaking, I can put down one of those gardens here. A large park. It would cost me 500. Or I can go with small park, which has the size of a house. And we can transfer funds. Confirm. Now I have 958 to work with. We have 0 logs, however. This is the cobbler shop. Seriously, where the hell is the work camp? Okay, so what if I were to put you guys here? I don't see any goddamn stone in this location. But we do have 131 stone. What would be the upgrade cost for the cobble path? We need town center of tier 3 in order to make a better road. Great, there are no stones. Yeah, I'm fully aware of it. But, where would I have to put these guys to work at? Candle shop. Soap shop. Weaver. Pottery. Wagon. Cobbler. Where's the damn building? I keep constantly having it mixed with something. I can theoretically reduce the number of people gathering sand because I honestly don't even know where is the sand stored right now. 36 willow, some greens have gone bad. This is the building. and harvest. Harvest the wood. We have 9 laborers. Small park is constructed. Desirability has slightly gone up. So using these mechanics might actually help us out. Especially if I'll be able to upgrade these homes. Food types 2. You have raw fish and smoked fish. We'll bring in some vegetables or something. We do have the stuff actually in the inventory. There's a bunch of beans. We have like a bunch of houses ready for upgrade. Okay. How do I do it? Because I have disabled the functionality. So do I click on it and that's it? Now it does not mean the requirements. Okay, what if I now enable this? Will they now upgrade the houses? Oh, so I did lock it? I'm confused. I'm severely confused by this. Kill the fucking bear. But what the hell just happened? Why did everything move out of this house? I don't understand what just happened. How do I fix this shit? Please stop pissing me the funk off. Are you guys now being upgraded or what's happening? Seems like stuff is being done, planks are being brought over. This building's storage is full, so I'll need another storage. Another stockyard. Resources, stockyard. Fletcher, basic well, firewood splitter, saw pit, tannery. Amenities, housing, food. Resources, decoration, roads, defense. Compost, saw pits. Another work camp. Where the hell did I get this building from? Can I duplicate it somehow? There needs to be that pipette or that little dripping thingy that would allow me to just copy the blueprint, because I have zero fucking idea where the hell the damn thing is and it's driving me nuts. Why can't I find it when I need it? Housing, food production. Barn. Arborist. I'll definitely have to look into this arborist thing. God, I swear to God, this game is making me work for it. I have to be the blindest person ever. Do we even have a pottery shop constructed? Candle, weaver, work camp, soap shop. Cobbler. Yeah, we do have it. Just that I employ only like 2 people in there, which sucks. 95 under 104. 2 new villagers. Villagers are attacked by a predator. Come on, kill the freaking boar. Good job. There's 12 meat just laying here. stockyard. 50 bricks in order to upgrade it. It should be in storage. Stockyard, here it is. I'm blind as hell. Slope is too steep. Okay, let's try the flatten the terrain. See if that's gonna do the trick. I'm not sure where this birch is. Oh, so it's like showing as if with the leaves, even though it's winter. Okay, so that's what confused the living hell out of me. Someone working on this? Okay, can you guys like do this so that I can have another stockyard before I forget where the damn blueprint is in the building menu? I gotta say, I really am enjoying the game quite a lot, but knowing some of those few things would definitely made a huge difference. Iron ore next to coal ore. Holy crap, there's 5,799 coal alone. I think just building 2 damn hunters over here and hunting these 2 locations with the 2 deer spotted would also be amazing. Hunter cabins. So there's even deer over here, so I would be theoretically able to tap into this guy or this herd of deer. And there's also the damn boars. But yeah, just this alone would help us increase the amount of what is it? Pelts and maybe even tallow that's coming in. That we can have the steady production of candles, soap, and the shoes. Because I would hate to see more freaking worms and diseases like that happen. Unfortunately, if I don't have the tallow, we do have the tallow. You are making candles. Do you have the wax? I don't know how many workers I have. I have 7 laborers. Year 15 new villagers are born, but that's just... I would prefer if there would be another caravan of people who would want to join in. And I would get like 8 of them or something. Let's lock this for now. And maybe build in decorations after I transfer resources in. So, let's have 100. What is this? Smoked fish. Let's have 100. Transfer item. Clay. No. Transfer item. Confirm. Pottery transfer. So we have 50. Wood, no. Sand transfer. Sand, yes, because you never know who is gonna show up. 150. Iron ore, we do have that. We have little tallow. I can transfer more honey. So we have 80 of it. And this is just unfortunately the gamble which you have to take as to how much stuff you want to have where. Pelts, we can theoretically transfer, I don't know, 20 here. They kept popping up. Stone, we can transfer 50. Fish, raw meat, let's say 50. I don't know if the food decays in here. Beans, 50. Counts for the 20 planks. We can transfer the herbs too. Let's have 50. And we can transfer some coal. Let's have 50. This alone will give us a wide selection of items to offer. These things need to be fixed. Question is, how long would it take me to establish the third tier so that I can actually start processing the resources that I so desperately require? Storage. This now should be able to be placed like so. And because we would have access to the second one, it will take shorter amount of time for clay to reach the destination. What you talking about? You should have access to the damn bows and such. We do have them. Even the arrows. Don't give me this nonsense. Do not give me this nonsense. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, so he went probably and recovered the damn stuff which he needed. We can upgrade these buildings. It would cost us 5 iron, which tells me I would need a tier 3 settlement in order to do that. Let's take a look at what does the merchant have. Now that we have all these goods. Okay. If I'll transfer some coal in here, I'll be able to make something. If I'll have the baskets, I can sell. Shoes I do not have. I cannot sell fish, smoked fish. They have probably not received it yet. I don't want to transfer this. I don't want to transfer that. I don't have beer. I don't have, or I have a really small amount of linen clothes. So now I'll transfer the money to the town. Now it seems like we're slightly making some profit here. Why has it been halted? Is it because of me postponing the upgrades? You see, the dangerous thing is that if you have this enabled, what can suddenly happen is that, at least this was the case in Anno series, that if you did not disable the upgrading capabilities, suddenly you could have had a spike of new resources which were demanded by the higher households, and all of a sudden you found yourself in a situation where you received really negative situation, negative feedback. The villagers were unhappy. The taxes were not coming in because the taxes were affected by them gaining access to all these new resources which they required. So if you weren't able to provide candles and such, that's why I actually had always disabled the automatic option for the houses to be upgraded without my intervention, because I had control over the quantities, and that greatly affected what I was able to do. I can sell you this. Still don't have the smoked fish. Don't have anything. Nope, you're not gonna get that, that's for sure. Okay. Do I need like another root cellar? Storage capacity seems to be holding. This location is starting to get some logs in, but nothing to write home about. Oh, we have 2 traders. Okay. So let's take a look. I can sell these for quite chunky profit. I can sell you this, or I can directly sell you the planks. If I would sell you pottery, I would be losing money. I can directly purchase flour. So let's go with 150. It's not gonna cost me that much, so let's go 200. theoretically buy some grain too, because I'm not growing any right now. Our farms are not set up to produce barley. Buy and transfer. The flour is gonna have to be shipped. I just realized that there's the option to buy and transfer immediately, so that would have been nice. Don't need the roots. I have the pelts. Don't have the soap in here. I don't think 2 guys are enough for this building. Just from the observation. They are supposed to ship in all the resources, ship them out, do all that needs to be done and everything. It's woof. It's kind of funny that you have to mark the apiary for being fixed, because if you think about it, the wax and everything, it serves as additional type of structure, and so it might actually hold the building together. At least that would be my idea of it, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. It really takes a long time for the compost heap to get where it needs to get. So you see fertility 82, fertility 75. Theoretically, we can switch the production for the next 2 years so that we would actually have the rye. Okay, 8 people now want to join us, and we need to build additional housing. So, decoration, small. Like this, and amenities, a market, then 2 3 1 2 3, and then some additional decorations. Small bench plaza does not have effect. Let's build it like so. That should have positive effect. Is it R? E, water. I need another well, probably. So let them do all of this work. You two fellas should be working on this deer population here. I cannot mark the mushrooms. Cannot move the damn stuff. 6,894. 2,882. So there's like a massive vein of this stuff just here. I mean, look at this shit. There's so much iron in this mountain, it's ridiculous. This iron ore, we have 0 left. Okay, so you theoretically now have the capability to be relocated, and I will have like an infinite source of iron from now on. if I decide to build the iron ore somewhere around these parts. So if I would like flatten the terrain over here, if that will happen, then I can build 2 iron ore mines over there, extend the path less traveled, make it go all the way over there. How do you already have sick people living inside when you just moved in? Slightly confused. The swan deer is kind of struggling here, so let's refocus our attention. Mark them over there. They will have to travel a little bit further away. That might give the deer population the necessary time to regain the numbers. Who knows? I'm not sure if from one deer you will have a full herd again. But I gotta try something. 8 people show up. We're gonna be able to house them. Seems like the villager happiness is going up. The shoes are a big problem. So now, theoretically, I should have the laborers necessary again. So, work camp, weaver. You can have more people. Planks are okay. Cobbler shop 2. Both of you for basket production increased. Fix pottery. You have only room for 1. Charcoal kiln. I don't think I'll need more charcoal because I'll have access to the other stuff. Tannery can have increase in number. Weaver, the work camp is full. Cobbler is working. I'll probably need another cobbler. Does not have a negative effect. Let's see what is the status of some of these buildings, if they do require maintenance. I would rather maintain them before they completely shut down. So that is done. School needs to be fixed. You have the well here, so I'm not sure why you're telling me you don't have access to water. There's literally well nearby. What the hell are you talking about? You are already facing the road, so that was just weird. That was just weird as hell. Build this over here, and theoretically we can build some decoration around. These things seem to be popular. Can build the pole here. Small plaza. Let's do this. I think we just... No, that's the healer's house. Okay. 99 bread and some eggs have gone bad. Great. We have smoked fish. We have some clay. We have some pottery. Transfer items to the town storage. So it's gonna be winter. So we actually do turn the flour into bread. Why has this thing been halted? Yeah, let's just salvage this thing and I'll build another home. I'm confused with what's going on in there. It's a little upsetting. Maybe I'll go and build the second tier home already. Who knows? Have you fellas finished here? So can we go and have the resources? Trying to determine where to build these mines. So the road is being constructed. They're clearing out the trees. There's plenty of wood along the way. And here we have freaking 6,000, 11,000 iron just sitting here. So they should be able to tap into that. We should never run out of iron as long as we play this safe. Sand pit has still plenty of sand in it. Still have 15 laborers. Candler is 1, Cobbler 3, Fletcher 2. Can the Fletcher have higher count of workers? So that's only 1 Fletcher, which we have. And how's the number of bows and the arrows that we currently operate with? 25 and 682. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. So one of those is capable of supplying so many goddamn structures. 67. I think I'll use the fertility upgrades over there. But yeah, definitely seeing the upgrade thanks to processing the crops this way. So it's kind of fun. And there's still potential for so many things here. It's absolutely amazing how much forageable stuff is in here. This is like a vegan dream come true, the other side of this lake. Medicinal roots, we still have beans. It's thanks to delayed harvests. Some villagers have passed away. And we're gonna require additional housing. And can have 5 builders. Once these 2 are done, I really probably need another one of the work camps. If I'll be able to then assign it over here so that they can go bananas and chop down those trees. I don't care that there's literally no stone for us in it. This building has unfulfilled occupancy. do we have even flax? We should have flax. We do have flax. They're just not able to turn it into clothes fast enough, I guess. Yeah, we don't have shoes. I need to do something about the shoe situation. I need like a brand deal with Nike or something in order to fix this. And I'm unfortunately not producing enough skins or tannery in order to have access to the necessary resource to maintain a steady production, which is really bad. Okay, so we have a trader. What can I theoretically sell you, my dear friend? I can sell you some clay. I can sell you some wood. I don't have clothes here. I can sell you the ham. I will buy shoes from you. Buy and transfer. That's gonna help us out quite a lot. And I would need to buy cows. You must build a barn before you can trade for the cows. Great. Food. Barn. $66, $67, $80. Screw it, let's go for it. Prioritize. Work camp build site is gonna be able to house another 4 dudes, hopefully. We have 11 laborers now. So 2 minimum. Holy crap, 200 something beans have just gone bad. That's really bad. I don't know if I have enough planks, honestly, in order to construct this damn thing, because it's 150, which it's asking me to deliver, which is just woof. That's just funny. I don't know how many guys would I need to have in here in order to turn enough wood into planks in such high quantity in such short amount of time. It really sucks because it would help me out quite a lot. There's literally bear inside of the damn village, and it's attacking the root cellar, and nobody gives a rat's ass. Are you kidding me? Not every merchant sells this, so... yeah. Tallow. Let's grab some 50 for production of what you call it? Soap. 111. It's still gonna take forever. I have 6 of them. I need 40 just to build the 2 iron mines over there. So I think the entire stock of my wooden planks is going to be immediately transferred. I'll fix all of these buildings. because once the integrity goes like into the 70s, we're asking for problems. I still need lots of this. We are 21 out of 25. The problem is with the layout that I currently do have, just the fortifications alone will be a nightmare to manage. And the desirability is kind of all over the damn place. Let's put you fellas over here. We have 9 laborers now. And I need the baskets. I think I might need another storage or storehouse. So let's build it over here. Or theoretically... sure, let's keep it over there. I know you don't have access to stone and I don't care. Five to 1. So let's just focus on the trees here. This way the notification is shut down. Okay, so we did expand the settlement quite a lot. Unfortunately, the cows are not going to be a part of it. Maybe next time. Question is, what specific needs does cattle have? Do you need to have those clovers or something to feed them with? Or do you need to have grain? Or do you feed them with the willow? Or what do you use? It will be interesting to find out. So if you want to know how that's going to turn out, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will probably try to record more of this amazing game. And for more fun content, check out the links in the video's description to lead you to the channel itself. And you'll be able to see what I'm currently up to. Suggestions for games and so on and such are always appreciated. I'm going to wish you a pleasant rest of the day. And hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Holy crap, it did work. The deer did recover the numbers. How funny is that?